Hey guys, how you doing? All right, so I just want to catch everybody up. I want to say thank you for all your support. As you guys can see here, there is a lot of work that needs to be done. Always in my knife shop. I never get any rest. Anyway, before we get into the steel right here, I just want to talk a little bit about the Three River Blades 5,000 sub contest that I have going on now. Right now, I'm about 4,800 and change. I got 100 subs, I think, within 48 hours. So if you have not put in your subscription, if you have not put in your video response and have emailed me or faxed me over your knife drawing, please do so. If I don't have this knife drawing, then I cannot give it to other people to judge. If you're looking for the directions and all the information, you can just go to the link below. I will put the information in and you can watch the video. I know it's very long-winded, but I'm giving away great prizes from SOG, from Charade, and from Buck. So if you're into knives, you're into multi-tools, watch the video. It's a great giveaway. I don't mind giving away great stuff to great subscribers. Just a couple things I wanted to mention. The thing will go until 5K subs. Like I said, once I reach 5,000, that's it. It's over. So it only makes sense to get your videos in and to get me this drawing as soon as possible. Now here's the way it's going to work. Basically, you do a video response. Okay, you send it, and then you send this to me either by fax, and if you want a fax number, you can PM me or email me and I will give you my fax number if you're not good with computers. I really prefer that if you can send this into a JPEG or a PDF or an image file. Basically, you put it on your scanning bed and create a data image file, and you send it to the number 3 riverblades@gmail.com. All right, and then I'll get that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to take the 5 that I like the best. Okay, the 5 videos that I've watched along with this image, print them out, and then I'm going to give them to a couple folks. Basically, my friends and co-workers are military, hunters, campers. I got a couple martial arts guys, preppers, cops, EMT, fire, and for that X factor, I'm going to give it to my family, and they're going to judge. So I'm going to pick the original 5, and then they are going to pick the numbers from 1 to 5. And basically, what I'm going to do is say, hey, look at these 5 pictures. Which one in a survival knife do you think would work best? And that's all I'm going to say. And then they're going to take the paper, they're going to look at all 5 of those drawings, turn them over, right, 1 to 5, 1 to 5, and just, I like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 3, 2, 1, whatever the case may be. This way it takes me out of the running from picking the winner. They're picking the winner. And like I said, a lot of these guys are professional hunters, outdoorsmen, EMTs, cops, fire, whatever. They, people that know knives, that know tools. Okay, and that's the way it's going to work. It's very, very simple. Now, if I don't have this drawing, I can't give it to them. So I know it does take a little bit extra, but I've seen some really great drawings. If I don't get this drawing, then I can't submit it to someone to judge it. So that's why it's really important for you guys to give me the drawing. All right, so I don't want them to get lost. Like I said, the clock is ticking and people are subscribing like crazy. So if you didn't get them in time, then if there's only 5 videos, then those 5 guys automatically won. I mean, it's that simple. So congrats to those Somebody guys. asked me a little bit about the Mosquito. They wanted to know why I put either jimping or non-jimping on the knives. I have two versions. Okay, one has jimping, one does not have jimping. You could see that right there. Okay, and the reason is because when I received these back from the water jet company, what happened was the jimping was placed back here on the handle. So these were mistakes. So and it just didn't make sense to have jimping back here on the handle. It was like this. It was like right in the middle. It didn't make sense. It would be too hard to fix it. So what I did is I just ground them straight off and I put the jimping back where it belongs. Okay, so you can see that. So that's why I have 2 versions. All the guys that have ordered knives, unless you specifically request that you don't want jimping, they're going to come with the jimping on it. All right, so that makes sense. I think a lot of guys do like the jimping on it. Now, once I run out of the knives that have jimping on it, then we're going to sell these. All right, and then when I do another batch order, then we will go back to the jimping. I don't think it makes difference other than personal preference. If people like jimping or not, that's really up to them. Hey, to each his own. I like jimping and I don't like jimping on certain blades. However, like I said, the 8 or 9 guys that ordered these mosquitoes will have the jimping on it. You know, it does create a little bit more work, but they look beautiful once they're done. All right, guys. So just want to give you an update. All the sales that I get from the website, I have about 10 of them. All right, there's about 10 of them here that have been on the website now. Some guys have asked me, you know, how long is it going to take? Well, it really depends. I put up there between 8 and 16 weeks, which is about 2 to 4 months. I don't think it's going to take that long, but I do that for my own protection because I don't want people constantly emailing me, where's my stuff, where's my stuff. Now, all the stuff that I did have, that I had that super sale, there is a super sale in March, which all the prices have been lowered. So if you want to get a great blade for a lower price, especially some of mine, then I suggest that you go up to the website and purchase it now, because in April the prices are going to go back up. All right. The only ones that I have in stock ready to ship right now is this one. These are the Pygmy Vipers. Really nice blade. 1095 high carbon steel. They're about 3/16 inch thick. They do have a modified handle, okay, which is very, very comfortable. And these are a nice medium-sized blade. They're on sale right now for I think like 130 bucks. You know, perfect, nothing wrong with them. Really good to go. You can find them in the exotic section or even in the overstock section. Okay, I have 3 of those with Kydex sheets ready to ship. All the other blades that I made, from the Bushmans to the Master Chiefs to everything else that I think the Last Ditch knife is sold out, all those knives are sold out. And what I mean by that is those knives that were ready are sold out. The knives that I have now, or that I'm going to fulfill the orders, are going to be my production models. Okay, so I'm not making any more Pygmy Vipers. I'm not making any more Last Ditch. I'm not making any more Super Squat knives. Those are all sold out, and if you got them, God bless you. They're going to be collector's items because I'm not making any more. Now what I'm doing is I'm going into my production models. So as you can see here, these are the Master Chiefs. All right, these are all heat treated, okay, but they don't come out of the oven looking like this. This has to be cleaned up. As you can see, this is a nice satin finish. They come out looking like this. So as you can see, it's quite a difference. This is what takes so long. So as you can see here, I got about 25 Master Chiefs that need to be cleaned up. I have, these are the Talons that need to be cleaned up. I got like another 20 of those. These are the Mosquitoes. Well, these are all heat treated, but I have to clean them up. All right, so there's another 25 there. I have Huntsman. All right, back from heat treat. I only have 4 of those here, and I did send another 20 blades over to heat treat, over to Peters. So I'm going to get another 20 blades within this realm of knives that are done. So I will have a little more Huntsman and a couple of these other blades. Now this stock that you see right here in this area are the only ones that I have heat treated. Everything else needs to get ground down and sent to heat treat. So if you can see these, you know, big knives in the back, and I'll get into this in a little bit. I only have 10 of these, and these are what is primarily made from the Jungle Knife. If you saw up on the website, there is a Jungle Knife up there. That's a modification of this knife right here. This is a big, big knife, and I have to modify this, and I'll get into that in a little bit. All the other knives you see over here, if you can see that right there, okay, this is stuff that is not heat treated and not ground. All right, these are the Mosquitoes. They're not heat treated, not ground, and you know, there's another 25 of them there. Here's another more Talons. Okay, and I didn't even get into my axe yet. Okay, so I didn't even get into it. This is the Seth axe. I have not even jumped into it yet because I'm so busy trying to get the knives done and shipped out. All right, so I have to grind this out. This is really nice. This is S7 steel, and this is not going to be cheap, guys. All right, just, you know, so you know, it's not going to be cheap. So that's basically what's going on. I also have Molly Locks is going to be a new venture for me. Basically, these are Generation 3 Molly Locks, and I can make sheets for them. I did put them up on the website. But this is going to be per request. I have large and I have small. if you have a tac vest or you're a tactical guy or a law enforcement guy and you want a sheath made out of Kydex with MOLLE locks, it's going to cost $40. All right, that might seem a little bit expensive, but the problem, the deal is that this sheath is no longer usable once it's made. I have to make you a brand new sheath to fit the MOLLE locks. So you're basically getting a brand new sheath. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive than just buying, let's say, a Tech Lock or something and throwing it on there. All right, so if you're interested, when you check out, go to the accessories page, and I do have all these systems. So I have the Tech Lock Small, Tech Lock Large. MOLLE locks are going to be consistent to the size of the sheath. Obviously, I'm not going to put large Tech Locks on a small knife. I'll use the small ones. So size is going to be indicative to the size of the sheath and the size of the knife, so you don't have to worry about picking that. All the sheaths that I make do not come with any type of belt attachments or vest attachments. You have to buy them separately, okay? Because I have to pay out of pocket for those. So if I'm paying out of pocket for those, I'm just, going to bring it to you. Go to the accessories page, pick what you want, buy what you want, or you can buy it on Amazon, wherever you find it cheaper. I'm not going to argue the point. I'm just telling you I have them in stock if you want them. All right, lastly, the knives, the jungle knives. All right, originally these knives were supposed to be my Bowie knife, and I will make another Bowie knife, okay? I'm not getting rid of the Bowie knife, but I only have 10 of these. These are 1/4 inch thick, oversized, 1095 steel. What I am doing is I'm making jungle knives, and the reason is because of this. All right, this happens to be a, let me see it better on this side. That happens to be just a design feature that I put in there previously. However, Bussy Knives has a patent on that, and I think it's called like a Talon hole, or I don't know. He did it a very long time ago, and when I was young and new to the knife making world, I didn't know anything about it. I had no idea that he patented that style. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock it off and just make this a nice handle and make this a jungle knife. And you could see on the website what they look like, minus this little notch here. So basically what I'm going to do is just knock it off, make the handle a little bit shorter, and it's going to look nice. I hope it doesn't deter anybody from purchasing, because that little notch really doesn't do anything as far as it's just another lanyard hole, so it's not really a big deal. I just don't want to get into a battle with a guy that has lawyers on standby. And like I said, I only have 10 of those big suckers, and they are expensive. They're like in the $240 to I think $240 to $260 range, and they're not cheap. So if you're into big knives, that's my big knife selection. All right, so I just wanted to catch you guys up a little bit.